We ask him, the Mosque, to continue to show his mercy for the leader of humanity, Prophet Muhammad. Peace and blessing of Allah be upon him. Today, we are extending last week's Khutbah to our Siddiq. The Khutbah last week was centered on we should not lose hope in getting this nation reformed. And individuals has to work on themselves, families has to work on reformation, and by extension the nation is going to be reformed. We should not lose hope that Nigeria is not going to be reformed. It is we who are living in Nigeria that can reform Nigeria. A Muslim should be in forefront in doing this. Now, among the ingredients and the factors that will speed reformation in this nation is to maintain the pattern of saying the truth and maintaining the truth. And that's why we are discussing this topic in summary. And to all and sundry, all of us must contribute towards maintaining the pattern of truth, saying the truth, acting with truth, relating with others with truth. This is the only method that will ease and speed the reformation of the nation. And the Quran has lamented in many verses of the Quran as regard to the issue of truthfulness. And that's why Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, who was sent to lead this generation, and of course the leader of all other generations before him, the consensus in Mecca, even before his prophecy, is that he's trustworthy. They have never tested lie in the attitude and speeches of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, and that gave him the ground to be firm and to discharge the duty of extending the message to those who accepted and those who refused. It's not that he is rich. In fact, he has no followers at the beginning. But the asset in him, unshakable, is that everybody confirm and accept that he is trustworthy. So the message also must be truth. There is no doubt about that. And this is what is missing today, very clearly in the Ummah. At the family level, the wife will tell lies, so many lies. This is why she's going. This is the information that has led to husband that this wife has gone. Then from there, lack of confidence will be there. He himself, the leader of the family, is a genuine smart liar. By claiming they have sent them to Port Harcourt for an assignment and he's hanging somewhere in the hotel in Abuja. Unfortunately for him, the incident has been confirmed to her, even with genuine pictures. Then he has lost leadership in that family. Because he's no more trustworthy. The child will see the father telling lies practically. Somebody knocking by the door, go and tell him I'm not around in the house. And that child is going to be very smart in lying. Because he was taught practically in attitude. The person in the market too is a good liar, trained well. A Muslim like myself and you, wallahi tallahi, this is the way he bought it and he's selling like. The engineer, even our security personnel, even our malams actually are found wanting in this act of criminality. And that's why people are thinking that there will be no reformation. They have lost hope. The reality is that we should be hopeful, but the starting point is for every individual to be sincere and to be trustworthy. All you who believe, fear Allah and be with those who are trustworthy. And the hadith, which is popular and known to almost every Muslim, Ibn Mas'ud, may Allah have mercy on him, said, Prophet Muhammad said, I command you to stick to truthfulness. Be truthworthy in all your times. Because being truthful will guide you to be righteous. That is the smallest word you can use for bir. Bir comprises of so many things. While Allah was giving us the meaning of bir in Surah Al-Baqarah, He mentioned 17 qualities attached to what is called al-bir. All aspects of creed is part of bir. All aspects of worship is part of bir. All aspects of relationship with others, Muslims or non-Muslims, is part of bir. Now, being trustworthy will guide you and lead you to be a righteous person, al-bir. And that bir will guide you to be in paradise, al-Jannah. Look at the summary of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam as regard to this important issue we are discussing. And he says, a person will continue to be saying the truth, maintain the pattern of truth, until when he is registered by the angels that so a person is trustworthy. So he should be recommended among those who actually have the honor of being called a Siddiq. And that's why Sayyidina Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu is nicknamed to be a Siddiq. A Siddiq position is bigger than a martyr. You know, a martyr is that person who died in the battlefield. His honor is so high that even while he is in the grave, he is alive. And Allah is taking care of the feeding and the drinking of those who are martyred in their graves. This honor will, with all that honor, a Siddiq is much bigger than a martyr as far as Islam is concerned. And that's why it is a consensus in the Ummah that why that there is going to be another prophet apart from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it could have been Siddiq, Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anhu. So we should try to abide by this truth, no matter how bitter. Even if it is against your own soul, try as much as possible to maintain the pattern of saying and maintaining and companions of those who are saying the truth. Now the opposite is lying. Lying. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, I warned you not to be party to lying. Because lying will guide you to fujur. All kind of atrocities. Fornication, drinking, stealing, killing, robbery, all these lying will guide you to it. And then Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam added that this fujur will lead one to the hellfire. A man will continue to be lying and lying until when he is officially registered among the liars. And that is the end of him. And that means he's going to end in the hellfire. Brothers and sisters in Islam, this short and brief khutbah is very important to each and every one of us to maintain the pattern of truth. Now, scholars have categorized the truth into three forms. Number one, within your heart. Within your heart, you should be comfortable enough that what is manifesting in you is what has been registered and documented in your heart. Your heart should be that heart that is full of satisfaction that you are trustworthy. Now, if you miss the point of the heart, then automatically you don't expect that person to be successful, either in action of the truth or in utterances of the truth. So where a number of people has missed the truth is the issue of the heart. And that's why we have hypocrisy when the heart is having double face. When what you are acting differs from what is in your heart, then automatically that is a complete failure. So we try as much as possible to fight our own desire. Our own desire is contained in the heart. Whenever you want to lie, then you go against that desire of lying. Say the truth. And I want the consequence. It's not going to be more than this world. But if you have the habit of lying, and you become expert in lying, then I'm telling you that will land one in the hellfire. May Allah save us. Number 2, Sidq al-Aqwal, Af'al, the truth of actions. Your actions should be truthful too, not only the heart. Never you claim that my heart is clean and your activities are not clean. You are not safe. Never you say, no, my intention is good and your attitude is bad. Like somebody is going to be a kidnapper. He's kidnapping and he's claiming he's fasting. What kind of fasting are you fasting? You kidnap, after collecting the money you kill, and you claim you are fasting? You must be joking. No human Muslim will kill a fellow human being and claim to have Iman. That Iman is going to be a claim. So, sincerity of purpose and being trustworthy, it is the heart that is a custodian of that, and the attitude must prove it correctly. If you claim you are a good Muslim, with your long turban and jalabia and your long tesbah plus your Quran in your hand, and your attitude is not proving that, you are faking yourself. And that's why Quran categorically condemns claim of belief in killing an innocent soul. Ma kana li mu'minin an yaqtula mu'mina. It's never done anywhere for a believer to kill a believer. So the question mark here is that Muslim kidnapping and killing a Muslim? That's the big question mark. And I'm telling you, you will suffer in creating an avenue for him to be a Muslim. It will be very difficult. Ma kana. So let us make sure the belief internally reflects out in our attitude. When that is done, the Muslim community is going to be an example to this nation to copy. Number 3 is your words. Never you be arrogant in words and you claim, no, I'm sincere. Because people heard you to be arrogant in your speeches. People see you lying in your speeches. So there is no way you can tell them that your inner part is good. When your inner part is good, your attitude is going to be good, your utterances are going to follow. Bir leads to the Jannah. That is righteousness leads to the Jannah. And also, if you are trustworthy, Allah will love you. And mankind generally, regardless of religion or tribe, they will like you. Just try it and see. If you are trustworthy, people will say it in your presence, they will say it in your absence. And if there are those who are ill-minded and they claim otherwise, people will put them to direct understanding that, look, you are only joking, this man actually is trustworthy. And that was the case with Rasulullah sallallahu in Mecca. Even though they rejected the religion, but they maintained a consensus that he is true, he is trustworthy. And then you are going to be saved in this world, and they are going to save on the day of Qiyamah. We pray Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala to give us the ability to be ideal in reforming ourselves individually, reforming our families, of course, our areas, our local areas, our state, the nation at large. Nigerians are in need of vanguards who are going to be in forefront of making this reformation. Allah will never come down to reform Nigeria. We Nigerians must be in forefront, and Muslim particularly, you have all what it takes to reform this nation and to be better. Thank you for your time. Assalamu alaikum.